Hello guys and welcome to today's video where I'll be talking about how we can deal with people without getting into conflict. And I know this has been a highly requested video and it is something that of course everyone has to deal with in their life. So with this, I'd like to say that the first step is to evaluate the situation. It's very easy for us to lose our cool, I do it a lot, more than I'm proud of, but this is something to reflect on and adapt to. If you go in, guns blazing, whatever, then of course a conflict will arise. So it's best to keep calm and just reflect on the situation that has been put in front of us. I honestly think that this is the most important step in all of this, because if you're not able to calm down and see the situation from a more chilled out perspective, then it will definitely lead to something more serious. An extension from this is to listen to what the other person has to say. When someone is already aggressive about something, if you begin to interrupt them, then the chances of this situation having a good outcome and reaching an understanding that you can both agree on is small. It's very easy for us to assume that just because we are in the right, it means that we shouldn't have to consider what the other person's saying, because we should. They may eventually point something out that tip them over the edge. I'd also say that we can try and refrain from being judgmental, and that can greatly benefit us in these situations. Doing your best to remain neutral can de-escalate someone who's already activated. And another point is to try and not be defensive. It can be hard when we believe that someone is being unreasonable, as our natural intuition is to react, to point out perhaps how ridiculous the other person's being. But if we can manage to lower our defences and just listen to what they are saying, without so much judgment, then an understanding may be able to be reached. Another thing that I would like to mention is to not be so afraid of conflict. Conflict, it's natural, and I know that it's not pleasant. And of course I'm not advocating to try and stir something up, but we shouldn't be so fearful of it arising in situations. Fear usually leads to the things that we fear happening, and so if we can just learn to calm down, then it'll be so much easier for this not to occur. And finally, I'd say to not put it off. Putting things off, saying it's not as bad as I'm making it, or I don't want to talk about it, can of course lead to delay. If you're always saying to yourself you'll do it the next time and you don't manage to do it, then you're obviously going to be angry with yourself. So now is the time to do it, not in a week, but now. It can be easier to tackle it now as well, to resolve the issue, and you can then move on with your life. So with that, I hope that you've enjoyed today's video, and good luck on the rest of your journey.